welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. Welcome to my Pick a Card channel. Welcome to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for your beautiful comments. Thank you for your presence here on this channel. A big welcome to all of my new subscribers as well this month. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so happy to have you as a beautiful part of our soul family here. If you are new to the channel, I do offer a chance for my subscribers to win a free tarot reading from me. So be sure to drop your comment below any of my readings this month for your chance to win. And if you do decide to drop your comment below and subscribe to the channel, be sure to hit your notification bell so that if I notify you as the winner, we can get the ball rolling. If you have stumbled across this channel for the very first time, we would love to have you join us as well. Please get cozy, get some snacks, pull up, get a drink, and we're going to have a little chat because we're all friends when we gather around my table. For today's pick a card topic, we're looking at April and whether or not the person on your mind is going to contact you in April. So maybe you're waiting for somebody to reach out to you. Maybe you've been kind of playing this waiting game and you're wondering if April will be the month. Hopefully this this reading will shed a light on that. So we have 3 piles to choose from today, and we're using the Divine Doors Oracle deck for you today for choices. And the first card here for pile number 1 is with the little red flower, and it's this sort of keyhole card. Pile number 2 with the white flower and this big wooden door. And pile number 3 here with the yellow flower and this other kind of, it's sort of similar to pile 1, but it's a keyhole. It's very lush and green for pile number 3. So whichever pile or piles you're called to, there may be a message waiting today. You can be attracted to multiple piles, so you can pause the video and do a mini reflection, a little mini meditation on which pile is calling your name, and my timestamps are listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today, and again our topic is all about whether or not they're going to reach out to you, whether they're going to make contact with you in the month of April 2023. So pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the little red flower. Or to this little keyhole card, and this is your reading. Will they reach out to you in April of 2023? Will the person on your mind make contact with you, and what's going to happen? You were drawn to this beautiful keyhole, and then we have begin here. It says, do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. So this could be a very good sign for you, but let's take a look and see. So they're about to unlock some type of secret for you. And they just gave me the impression of a bonsai tree. And you know, the bonsai has to be trained over a course of years in order to be shaped the way that it's shaped. And it takes a lot of patience and specialized training in order to achieve the goals there. So maybe you've been really, really patient with this person. And it's also speaking about refinement within you on your path and how perhaps you feel like this person is a critical part of that path for you. Or perhaps this person and this reading and the information that you receive here will be a critical sort of clue to your next step. So let's take a look and see. I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite for you today to begin your reading. Spirit, what can you tell me about April and pile number 1's choice? Will the person on their mind make contact in the month of April? How are they currently feeling? What are their current intentions? We have the 3 of Swords, so a lot of disappointment here. And that could be perhaps why, you know, we're attracted to the keyhole as well, because there's like secret energy surrounding this connection, or we're holding our disappointment to our, well, there's the 7 of Swords, secret energy. I feel like you're like waiting for something to come and chase up. It's like catch up to you in a way. It's like this person's looking backwards, looking in behind them, waiting for something to perhaps catch up, looking in the background, waiting. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Now, for some, this tree of life could represent a family, so please take that as it resonates to your situation. Here's the 10 of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles coming out sideways, which is very interesting, and I'm getting a very interesting message, and I want to pull one more to go with that 5 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Three of Wands, 10 of Wands. Oh my goodness, there's a really big message. It feels like kind of a heavy message, if I'm honest, for you, pile 1. So I want to clarify this as we go. I feel like you're going to have some type of clarity coming in for you in April. However, I feel like your message here that says begin here. Do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. Begin now here. And it's connected to the expansion of the Three of Wands. So I see expansion in your connection, but I feel like the card specifying do not fear what travel brings. I feel like there is fear associated with it because I feel like there's a lot of obstacles for this connection in some way. And there could be a lot of obstacles because already present investments, if I'm honest, with the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower, because there's a fear of loss. So it could be the Divine Feminine or whoever's watching this video who is really focused on what's going to happen if they do make contact, because the investment could be yours. It could, of course, be the person as well. They could be invested in another realm, but it could be your investment. And so there is secrecy surrounding how you feel. There is disappointment because there could be even other people involved. So again, dealing with collective energy. So please take that as it resonates to your situation. But I feel like April holds some sort of momentum for you. Even on the back of the deck, I just saw Six of Cups, which is reunion energy. So I feel like there's going to be revelations for you coming in April. But these revelations, they are very revealing because they are also highlighting the opportunity and the passion perhaps between the two of you and the desire, new emotional starts. But we can't ignore what the issues are. It's also going to highlight some of the obstacles that we're going to have to contend with. But Spirit's saying that you're going to be excited by the reunion, so to speak, or by the contact, that it's encouraging you. It's like you're going to be so focused on the abundance that maybe you'll ignore some of the obstacles that are in place. We have the Page of Cups. Now, sometimes I would say, you know, the Page of Cups pops up with news unexpectedly, but because you're watching this video, you may be expecting that contact to come in. But you can see that this page is kind of collared. He's got this collar around his neck. And so there is this aspect of not being able to be vocal about this desire of the heart and not being able to vocalize when the contact comes in to people in my life. But they're also saying that the contact that they make for you in April or with you in April is going to bring in a certain amount of peace for you because you've been suffering without the contact. Like it's feeling like a suffering energy. There's Leo energy here with the Strength. And again, they bring me back. Do not fear what travel brings, because the fear is here with the Strength. We're going to have to apply it in order to face the fears of what travel is going to bring, because this can be really scary. Upheaval can be really scary. Change is the only constant we can depend upon, but it still doesn't, we still have to go through that cycle. But ultimately, when we go through that cycle, it creates permanent change. It creates a new foundation. And we do have a turn of events in your favor in April, Pile 1. Here is the Knight of Cups reversed. But there are still some sort of, it's like there's vulnerability associated with it, and there's this unrealistic feeling about skirting away scot-free or being able to go smoothly into a rebirth without any sort of obstacles in our place here. Because here is the Fool, and here's the Six of Cups. There's your reunion, Pile 3. So yes, you're going to have that reunion in April. They're going to make contact with you. The death cycle is upon us. They're connecting the 10 and the 3 for me. So there is going to be a rebirth, but sometimes that death cycle requires some sort of practical loss or some sort of practical sacrifice. Coming in with this Five of Pentacles. This could be foundations within the home. This could be movement in some way. And they're talking about the Fool here in association with loyalty, in association with this pig energy. And the pig for me is a greedy energy. So it's about pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zone and taking a risk as well because of the Six of Cups. And with this particular Six of Cups, there's attachment with the Devil. But here, I'm really focused on this brick wall. And so there's a bit of a wall or there's a foundation that's in place that could be a part of the fear factor. But Spirit says you will have clarity. You will have a little bit of movement in April when it comes to this person. And they keep saying, do not fear what travel brings, my dear. The moment is yours. The moment that you've been waiting for will be coming for you in April. Can you tell me, please, about what to expect in April for love from the person on their mind? We have here Milk and Honey It is coming in the reversal, but milk and honey is the full spectrum. I also think about good luck being on your side. There's a little baby elephant in there, and the sweet results that await you. Clarity is coming in, but that clarity is tempered with the obstacles too. But we still feel like we're getting a just reward, or we're getting an easement from the Three of Swords to the Ace of Cups. That's a huge leap in your energy field. We also have the community cards, number 8. And you see the giraffe kissing the little baby on the head. There could be children involved in your situation, so please take that as it resonates to your situation. But they're also speaking about our higher self perspective and how they can see the discernible truth that's coming in. They can see the obstacles. They can also see what's beyond them. So they're asking to collaborate with you. They're asking for you to coast into this next chapter. Back of the deck is the Orphaned, however, which is very closely related to me to the Five of Pentacles. So moving into the future with this opportunity or with this person could require some type of practical sacrifice in your environment or theirs. Advice, please, for pile number 1. What to expect in April 2023 when it comes to this person on your mind. We have here Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion, number 22. And the Dragonfly Spirit is about ascension. It's about transition. And the two of you are going to have that transition happening in April. But it also requires a change of direction, force. It requires a lot of hunger towards that transformation too. And so Spirit just wants us to make sure that we're operating from the truth and not that perspective of illusion. That we're operating from the truth. Back of the deck says it's time to reclaim your power. And it feels like you've been watching the world go by, waiting for your moment. And Spirit says April may be your moment where you can come out of the darkness and express your truth. They are saying that moving forward, the revelations that you see may have to be extended to other people in your life if there are other investments, for instance. Advice for pile number 1, please. Kindness. It's time to take respite by the pond and be kind to yourself and other people. And surprises. It says under the most ordinary stone is a undisturbed garden. It's time to cleanse. Wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glade. So you are going to be pleasantly surprised in April when it comes to the person on your mind. And they say that some of the obstacles are going to require you to be kind to yourself and to other people involved in the situation as well. Not just the person on your mind, but perhaps extending to other people, including perhaps children, other connections, however that resonates in your current situation. But you have luck on your side for April in 2023 when it comes to contact here. And Spirit says that they don't want you to worry about the past or the future. They want you to begin with that moment. Advice, please, for pile number 3, or pile number 1. I almost called you pile number 3. I'm trying to jump the gun here. We have the 5 of Wands. We have the Lovers reversed. Oh, we have the Star of Aquarius. So Gemini, Aquarius, very strong here. Leo energy as well. They are talking about decisions that have to be made. It could be decisions between people with the Lovers. They're also saying that the attraction that you feel, the want that you feel for this person might cloud your judgment and make you make really immediate decisions, and they want you to spend some time reflecting from a place of discernment before you make that choice. They're talking about an error in judgment that you made in the past, that you felt like you made in the past, and that you don't want to miss out again if you got another opportunity. But we have the ability for healing and reflection coming in for you this month. We have the Glasses, learning, education. I think of the Page of Swords and watching energy. We have the letter K and V and J in the bowl. Also S. And we do have a tooth. And the tooth for me is a fear of loss. So you could be fearful of losing something practical. There's a fear associated with the new beginning. But Spirit says begin here. We have 2 spoons, being spoon-fed information, because your guys are going to have a conversation. There's going to be a collaboration here. We have the Ambulance. For some reason, I think of lawyers. I think about ambulance drivers as well, but I think of the hospital nursing connection. We have the Heart. We have the Screwdriver, so putting in work that hurts. I think about painful energy. And we do have the Horse, looking at things from different directions. I feel there's a freedom energy and decision. Decisions to be made. Pile number 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. I'm praying for you. If it does resonate with you, even if you have to come back to drop me a comment, I would love to hear from you so that I can give you a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my links below for Etsy for a personal reading. And if you do go there and it's sold out, it does sell out rather quickly, but I do update daily. So be sure to keep checking back on weekdays. But I hope that you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the cream colored flower and this little oak door, and this is your reading. What can you expect from the person on your mind in April? Are they going to contact you or reach out to you in the month of April? You were drawn to the sacred lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. And this card really speaks about expansion for you. And so this could be a good sign towards expansion with this person. It could also relate to expansion in your awareness over this attachment and over your expectations. So let's take a look and see what spirit wants to talk to you about when it comes to this person. I'm going to use the Northern Animal Tarot for you right now. Are they going to contact pile number 2 in the month of April? We have the 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles. Now this particular deck has 2 different versions of the Hierophant. One is cloaked in red, one is cloaked in yellow. There's an important factor though to this yellow one, that his legs are crossed. It's like an inability to commit. You have the Fool. You have the Page of Wands, coming out with the King of Swords. What can you expect in April? Are they going to contact you in April of 2023? We have the Star. Back of the deck is the 5 of Cups, and we have the 8 of Swords. You know what's very interesting is that the energy that I'm getting for you, pile 1 or pile 2, is the fact that this person feels really bad about something, or there's a lot of guilt associated with this connection right this moment. And it's like this person's, they want to reach out to you, but they're really letting fear hold them back from that aspect. But the truth is that if they can push past that, they're going to be able to not just feel better perhaps and have a new perspective on your perspective, but they're also going to be able to elevate themselves even spiritually, so to speak. We have the Page of Pentacles. There could have been conflict in the past of this connection, or it could have ended on a sour note or something. It's just not, I don't feel like it ended well. And that's been a weight that's been carried around here for quite some time. We have the Page of Wands with the Page of Cups. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And the issue with this person is that they don't know what to expect. Like, they don't know if luck is on their side. They don't know if you hate them. They don't know if you love them. They're really insecure about what to expect. So they can't really commit to this desire, this want in the present moment. 5 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. And so they're pushed between this instinct to want you and to want to reach out and to want to clear the air. But they're competing right now. That desire, that impulse is being competed with by their ego that's telling them it's not safe. They're going to cut your head off. They're not going to be happy to hear from you. Here's the Justice, Libra energy for the Divine Masculine. Aquarius energy as well. Taurus. 2 of Wands. Here's the Fool and the Queen of Pentacles. And really what I'm feeling here, luck is on your side. They may not know if luck is on their side, but luck is on your side, pile 2, when it comes to contact in April from this person, because there's the truth that's coming. And I feel like, honestly, it's their attraction that's still in place for you that's pushing them. They have a lot to say they're sorry for. They have a lot to reflect upon about how things went in the past, and I feel like they're coming forward with some type of apology. I feel like it's going to come in online, and I think that the truth is that it's going to pop up unexpectedly, but it's going to be pushed by fire. It's like, even though they have these painful energies from the past that they want to bring forward and apologize for, the trigger is still fire. Like they're still attracted. They're still taking a risk because they are hoping for something more. They're hoping for a healing cycle. They're hoping for a redirection. In a best case scenario for them, you would agree to enter into a new relationship or start it's like getting to know each other again, because we're starting out the flirtation process. And that could be exactly what you can expect after this contact comes in, is that you ease into a flirtation. There's perhaps an emotional conversation that happens, and then you ease into a flirtation again, and it happens online, and you'll be texting back and forth as well. I do feel like thoughts of you are definitely on this person's mind quite a bit because they don't know what your perspective is. And I feel like it's almost like they think you've moved on, and that's why there's this fire lit underneath them, because they don't want to see you commit with other people. I feel like that would really bother them. There's a lot of jealousy surrounding how they feel about you. And because they feel like maybe you are doing good, feeling good, they could be watching your social media because it's like they see something in you that's looking really attractive and looking really secure in yourself. So they could be privy to certain things in your life, and they could be privy to those certain things because they're watching you online. Because there is an internet aspect here to this connection, and they have a wish concerning you, and the wish concerning you is big. Like they want more. They want perhaps a new relationship. Again, in a perfect world, you would want them to. In a less than perfect world, in the very least, they could have healing, so that they wouldn't have to feel this way anymore. But that's not their goal. Their goal is a little bit more selfish than that. Their goal is to take a risk and be rewarded for that risk. That's what they hope for. And so they're going to shoot their shot. They're going to take their chances here with the King of Swords and be very open and lead by force, and not by force, that sounds silly, but lead by example, so to speak, with the King of Swords, because that's like the teacher in us, you know? So this person could even perhaps be in education or some sort of institution like that. But the truth is that it's their hunger for you. Spirit says it's their hunger for you that's leading them to contact you. It's the curiosity about why are you doing so good? A heart doesn't break even. I keep hearing that song, hearts don't break even. And they think that you're, first of all, very beautiful, very attractive, but also they're feeling like there's a security in you that's making them feel insecure. It's like, why are you doing so good without me? And I'm like this. It's like you're the Queen of Pentacles, you're feeling secure, but they're lost in that mourning energy and they feel it. And so that's pushing them to reach out to you. And this sacred lotus says compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. It's like once they separated from you in some way, that's when they saw what they were missing. It's like, and that often happens, you know, it's like once we move away, that's when the aha moment, when we have the distractions eliminated, when we have it out of sight. It's supposed to be out of mind, but it isn't. And they've had this revelation or realization about you. And now I feel like it's going to be them relying on your compassion to be able to move into the timeline that they hope to move into with you. And you know what? They're showing the otter here with the star, and they just showed me a vision of two otters holding hands and not drifting away from each other. There's also something about a special trinket, or they're showing a stone to me, but it doesn't have to be a stone, but like something special that you gave them that they've kept. They keep on them, or they keep in their wallet, or they keep in their pocket. There's just something small or token you gave them that they keep on their person. And that's not for everyone, but if it's for you, you'll know that that's for you. We have here higher power. It's number 4, and you can see that the keyhole here is unlocked. The keyhole is unlocked in the forehead. It's like an epiphany that they've had about you that came in from their higher self, that came in from God during this disconnect. It's also speaking about healing and the reality of their situation, the reality of what they've done. And we have a change in the wind for you, pile 2. Surrender to it, number 12. Again, I feel like this person's watching you, because every time I see the zebra, I think of somebody hiding in plain sight. It's like zebras are designed that way so they can blend into the grass so that the wildcats can't see it as easily in the plain. So they're hiding in plain sight. They could be watching you at this time. What to expect in April, please, from this person after they contact. Time for a deep dive, the Swan Spirit. The Divine Feminine here could be an air sign as well. We do have divine or air energy for the Divine Masculine as well. And this swan spirit here, you know, I think of the divine feminine as far as the Queen of Swords and her discernment and having to really rely on that discernment. It says time for a deep dive, perhaps into compassion, and how it's talking about you investing in a reflection period, anticipating this movement so that you can choose if this is the path for you, if you want to invest in it, if you want to continue to work on yourself, because they obviously see something in you that's triggering them, that's triggering them to want to stand beside you. And we also have here a rebirth is assured, number 5, the bat spirit. And there's a lot of, you know, the 5s bring in obstacles sometimes. They also bring in ascension, they bring in lessons. And so they're asking us to kind of trust in our intuition, because the bat will go off of sort of vibration and sonar as it's traversing the night trying to find those bugs. And so they're asking you to really rely on your intuition to guide your decisions when this opens up, because you're going to have a choice to make on whether or not you want to just offer them the compassion, or you would like to offer compassion and expansion at the same time, because that's going to be available to you. Let's get advice, please, for pile number 2. You have origins, remember your roots, but it came in reversed, and reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. And that's the thing, is that there's something about the roots or the origins of this connection that's flooding the disappointment. And when we get really excited by turns of events in our favor, sometimes we can forget what brought us to disconnect in the first place. And that's why Spirit wants you to go into a deep dive into your own discernment so you don't get clouded by the emotion of the moment. We have joy, though. Spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the results. And I feel like you've manifested this. Like, I feel like you've been working hard on yourself. You've been focusing on yourself, and you've manifested all of these good things coming in for you. And this is just another beautiful physical representation of that, about you reveling in the results of your own positive aspects that you've been focusing on. So kudos to you. Spirit's really proud of you. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. Advice for pile number 2 for the month of April with the person on their mind. Ooh, we're going to put these ones back. We do have the 8 of Cups, though, reversed, showing itself to you, which is somebody returning home, coming back around. There's the 8 of Swords. There's the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're unsure about whether this person's good for you or not. Very strong air elements here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini for the divine feminine. And in the past, this person maybe didn't make you feel the best, didn't make you feel abundant, didn't give you the emotional security that you're looking for. And so we're still kind of operating from that soreness. It's like it feels like a tenderness or a sore point. This person, what happened in the past. But sometimes, again, our desires, our want to feel included, to feel abundant, to have this person recognize our greatness, our desire of that is so big and strong that when they come back around, it can cloud us. It can make us, you know, jump into the opportunity. So that's why Spirit's just asking us to be aware of how we felt in the past. And that's why the Queen of Swords is asked to make sure she's upright before she decides which path she wants to take here. Oop, you have a letter K and happy. We have believe in love, and we have Leo energy. So you're going to be happy with the results because you're going to have the contact. We also have the Holy Family in the bowl, and we have corn. I always think of that song from TikTok. It's corn, a big lump with knobs. It's got the juice. I also think about reunions, though. We have the looking at things from a higher perspective, Pegasus, and the clear canvas. So they're talking about artist manifestation, creative accountability. We do have potential coming here with the acorn, but we have to plant the seed. And we have a loyalty, perhaps, which was tested in the past of this connection, and healing energies. It's like wanting to test loyalty or wanting to prove my loyalty with the little dog in the cup. Pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. I'm praying for you. If it does resonate with you, please drop your comment below. Even if you have to come back to drop it, I would love to hear from you. It'll give me a chance to enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. And hit your notification bell so I can notify you if you're chosen. You can also check out my link for Etsy for personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the yellow flower. You are also drawn to this little keyhole doorway, and this is your reading. Will the person on your mind reach out to you or make contact with you in the month of April 2023? This card, it's very lush and beautiful and green. On the other side, it says 3 of Cups. A toast to friendship in the afternoon sun. 3 cups and happiness. 3 cheers are done. Celebration is near. So the 3 of Cups is all about reunions. So that's a very good sign. This could be a friendship, maybe something that didn't really move into a relationship. It was just a flirtation perhaps. But maybe you're waiting to hear if this person's going to reach out to you in some sort of way because you've had fun with them in the past and you want to have fun with them again. So this could be a very positive sign for you. It could also indicate kind of the direction of where it's headed as well, with friendship, with just having fun together. So let's take a look and see. What can pile 3 expect, please? Will they make contact in April? What is going to happen in this connection in April, please? Are they going to reach out? To pile number 3. We have the Fool coming out first. We have the Hermit. Ooh. We have the 3 of Cups here, and we also have the 10 of Pentacles reversed in the present energy. So I feel like there's no real commitment here, like in this connection. It doesn't feel like it's in a commitment right this moment. But there's like, I feel like someone's retreated. I feel like there was like a lot of movement and then a retreat. And so there's like not really a commitment, but we're also not really clear about how this person feels or whether they want to keep the friendship going or keep this connection going. It's like there's a lot of uncertainty here. I do feel like this person, if they come forward for you, pile 3, is going to blame work, because I just saw the 8 of Pentacles and I just got this sense of like really blaming work, but that's not the truth of why they're delaying. They're going to come up with excuses. And I feel like in the present moment, you don't feel very optimistic about the future. It's like maybe they've delayed just long enough that you're like, I don't think they're going to come forward because I don't know if I have the support of them. I don't know if they feel the same way about me. And to be honest with you, you're very mirrored to this person if that's how you're feeling, because that's what's causing their hesitation. They don't know if you even want to hear from them, or they're convincing themselves that because they want to procrastinate. You have the Ace of Wands. Back of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups, and we do have the 6 of Wands. And I'm going to clarify this as we go forward here. The good news is that this person has a plan to reach out to you, has a plan to make clarity very aware for you. Like they have a plan of action. You have the Judgment. Their issue is their lack of confidence within themselves. And I feel like this person doesn't project that in life. Like they project themselves as really secure, really confident. I'm feeling a lot of Scorpio energy, actually, even though we do have Virgo here as well. Taurus, here's the Hierophant. The King of Swords. And there could be some type of institutional connection with this person. Like you could have gone to school with them, for instance, because I feel like there's a sense of education here. We have the Magician. Back of the deck is the 8 of Wands, and we have the 6 of Swords. Now, I feel there's going to be movement in the future of this connection, but I feel like for some, the April might come and we might be moving a little bit into May before you see this person pop back up. That's not for everyone. I do feel like there will be contact at the very end of April, perhaps, for the majority of the collective that are watching today, because we see movement. We see clarity coming in. I see transitions into peace if you allow them, but they're talking about celebration being very near. So we might be teetering towards the very end of April, or we might be teetering into the very beginnings of May, because this person has intentions, but it is their confidence is slowing them down because they don't have it. They're not confident about how you feel. And I feel like this is like creating a lack of confidence within you. So it's like the blind is leading the blind because you're assuming they don't like you, and they're assuming that you don't want to hear from them, or that they're not good enough in some way. And neither of these perspectives are the truth, but we're operating from them in this present moment. I still see movement. I still see communication between the two of you. And that's what is going to be prompted, is that there's communication coming in. And they're saying that for some, it could be very fiery communication, actually. Like if this is just a friends situation, we could be moving into like a friends with more energy. And to be honest with you, there's a beautiful vessel towards even more for someone watching. Like it doesn't have to just end in a loosey-goosey situation. This can be the beginnings of something. This could be the beginnings of something very real. The Ten of Cups is nothing to sort of scoff at, because it's the abundance that we're all looking for in relationships. But it's also speaking about the clarity that's coming in for you, and it's coming in hot, Spirit says, because they're going to come in they're going to try to hide some of their insecurity, and they're going to try to skate over the delay. They're going to try to distract you with maybe generosity, with a lot of talk, a lot of compliments. They're going to try to distract you with stuff in order to kind of avoid the reasons why they delayed so much. So they don't want to talk about their insecurity. They don't want to let you know that they're feeling that fear. And so they're going to try to skirt over that when they do make contact with you. And I like I said, they're going to blame a lot of things. They're going to blame work. They're going to blame family. Like they're going to blame a lot of different realms. When the truth is that fear aspect and their fear of not having the support of your feelings were the actual culprit here. Because their truth won't reign supreme. It'll be their vulnerability that's speaking for them. But I do feel a lot of more communication coming in for you. And this communication can act as a vessel to so much more depending on where you want to take this. So they are saying you're going to have a positive result here. And in the very least, there's clarity and closure for you if you've been anxious about this. If you've been wondering, it's like, well, maybe this person doesn't like me, and maybe they didn't have as much fun with me as they said they did on that date, because it feels like you just spent a little bit of time with them and then they retreated. Or you were talking to them and then they retreated. And so Spirit says it wasn't a reflection of not liking you. I do feel like to sort of start off the no contact amount of time that you experienced, it could have been practical things that got in the way, but then they allowed their confidence to extend that procrastination. But they feel inspired to act, and their fear is just a temporary problem, Spirit says. We have here the fates. You are fated to meet again with the Star of Aquarius here, number 17. I just saw the why card because there could be conversations like, why did it take you so long to reach out to me? Because it could have taken them a significant enough amount of time where you're like, you weren't expecting it to happen. Because here's time for a nap. You can see here, it's like I'm just sleeping upon it. But the crescent moon for me is the high priestess, is our intuition that's guiding us. And you can see that these fox is having a sleep. So you could be an air sign. I always think about air elements with the fox. And this could be representing the divine masculine who hasn't acted yet, but they're sleeping on it to build up the confidence. And their guides are working on them in the dream realm, trying to give them some clues, some prompts to be able to execute that change. So Spirit says just relax into it. Don't worry about it. It's just a temporary issue. Be here, be in the present. Don't worry about the past. Don't be concerned about the future, because we can't control this person's actions, but we can control how we feel about the situation. We can turn our gaze towards more abundance, because that's where the opportunity lies. That's where the opportunity lies. And they're even encouraging you, if you decide to enter into this connection in the future, they're encouraging you to embrace each day as it comes, not to rush to any conclusions, not to rush to any outcomes. They just want you to have fun with it and enjoy the journey. There's something very fated here about the nature of this connection, and we do see a lot of healing coming in for both of you in the future of this connection too. You have here chameleon spirit, act as if, number 14. And the 14 is like the temperance. It reminds me of patience, having to find joy in the journey while we wait. And so if you are feeling anxious and worried, you can see that the chameleon is taking on the mask of whatever is surrounding it. And so they really want you to reflect upon how you're feeling in the present moment about this union coming back into union for you, and act as if you've already received it with your confidence, because we attract what we are. It says here, you are never alone, number 42. And that's why I feel like it's very mirrored between the two of you. How you are both feeling right now in the 3D experience is very insecure, and you both feel like you don't know if the other still cares. And that's what's creating, that's why you guys are so closely linked, because you have been attracted to each other because you're on the same sort of vibrational frequency. Back of the deck says, see the bigger picture though, the giraffe spirit. Look beyond the immediate appearances of our emotions to see the discernible truth about what's coming in. This is also representing our higher self, our future self that can see what we can't see in the present moment. And they see a positive result for you, pile 3. Advice for pile number 3, please. We have here resilient. Stay as strong as the evergreen trees. Stay resilient as you wait for this delay. Again, I feel like a very tail end of April, maybe the very beginnings of May. Might be a little bit delayed for this spread. Transform, emerge for beauty and grace from your cocoon. I feel like it could have been a significant delay. You've been waiting. I feel like it's significant. Significant enough that you're like, I'm not confident. But be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. They're also advising that when this person comes forward, you don't have to share with them that you can see through their emotion or that you can see through some of their excuses. Spirit says you can keep that to yourself, or you can keep that experience to yourself, because there's something alluring about them not realizing that you were in the same boat as them in that present moment. It's like that's what's drawing them back towards you. But they are drawn to you because they want to get to know more about you. Time to wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glade. They want you to cleanse and prepare for union. Very good news across the board today for you, pile 3. Maybe a slight delay that you can anticipate, but they say the celebration is near. A toast to friendship. And so you may agree to kind of move slowly in this connection moving forward in the emotional sense, because you're a little bit guarded about what to expect moving forward. But we do have the Lovers, we do have the Fool, and we have the 2 of Cups, and they're sort of in this weird angle, this sideways angle. Now the 2 of Cups can talk about relationships that have ended, or not even being in a full-fledged relationship. Maybe you haven't even achieved that goal yet. But we do have the Lovers now, and again, Gemini for the Divine Feminine. And they're asking you to kind of take a deep dive if you choose to, if you decide you want to be in a relationship here. I don't necessarily feel like this person's ready for a relationship right now, but this could be the very spark, the beginnings of something so much more. And the Magician ruling that says we're the creative force that decides where that spark is going. So even though they're kind of pulled in different directions, they're not ready for a relationship yet. Spirit just wants to offer you that information so that you can have that in your arsenal when you make that decision about whether you want to include yourself. And if you, again, you can still include yourself in just a relaxed relationship that leads to a lot more abundance than you could ever expect. You don't have to rush to commitments in order to achieve abundance. We have here old fairy tales. Old fairy tales, perhaps old excuses coming in. We have movement though here, and we have it's a monopoly piece for the Divine Masculine. So I do feel like there was like a monopoly when it comes to their efforts or their actions. It's like they were focusing on something else, or they're going to tell you about what they're going to use a lot of excuses as to why they delayed so much. We have Q and P and F. We do have the King of Swords face down with the big owl. I think of air elements. We have the 2 of Cups. This could definitely move into a full-fledged relationship, even if it was just something loosey-goosey in the beginning. And we have Lemon, making lemonade out of lemons. Making the best out of a negative situation. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check out my links below for Etsy for personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come back and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.